What's going on, Sonny? Where on earth are you right now? I asked you to come over and cook dinner for me today. Do you expect me to go and slave over a hot stove all afternoon with an aching back?
Maria, I'm very sorry, but I'm not going to be able to come over today. It's my son, remember? His condition has taken a turn for the worse. I was pretty sure I told you about this. I have to go to the hospital as soon as possible, so I can't cook dinner for you tonight.
What? Unbelievable! I explicitly told you that I wanted you to be over here by no later than 2 o'clock in the afternoon to start cooking. Do you want my husband to come home from work without dinner waiting for him? Or perhaps you'd like me to injure my back even worse than I already have and be forced to spend the rest of my life in a wheelchair? Maybe your goal is to get me to starve to death waiting for you to come and cook dinner for me to get out of your commitment to me.
Maria, no, it's nothing like that. Look, I'm in a hurry, but if you're really in trouble, then we can always pick you up something from the gas station on our way to the hospital. But I'm afraid that's all we're going to be able to do for you today.
Gas station food? Oh, disgusting. You want me to eat that foul, disease-ridden, bacteria-laden slop they serve at the gas station? Me, your mother-in-law? You are, without a doubt, the single worst person whom I've ever met. Why did my poor son stoop so low as to marry a woman like you? I'm going to have a little talk with him about your atrocious behavior right away.
Taylor can't talk either, Maria. He's the one driving the car. Look, if you don't want gas station food, then maybe you could have your husband pick something up on the way home from work. Either that, or you could have something delivered. But in any case, we have to get going right now. I don't know how much time we have left.
Sonny, I am thoroughly fed up with how much you've been making me wait for you these days. If I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. I don't care if your son's funeral is being held today. I am your mother-in-law, and I am sitting here in my house waiting for you to come and pick me up. I told you yesterday that I need you to take me to the doctor today. I expect you at my door within the next 15 minutes, or I am going to be very unhappy.
Maria, you can't be serious. Today is my son's funeral. I told you yesterday that I wouldn't be able to take you, and how could you talk about my son's funeral like that? My son is gone, Maria.
And your mother-in-law is still here. Though perhaps not for much longer if you don't hurry over here. What's more important, Sonny, your dead son or your living mother-in-law?
It's appalling that you would even ask me to answer a question like that. You're a mother too, Maria. You have a son. Don't you understand how I'm feeling right now? Take a moment and think about how heartbroken you'd be if Taylor died when he was young.
I always took proper care of Taylor, so I couldn't possibly understand what it would be like to lose him. And frankly, I don't particularly care about your feelings. All I care about is you getting me to the doctor's office before it closes.
I already told you that I can't do that. For goodness sake, Maria, don't you realize that this is your grandson's funeral? We told you all about this before you made the doctor's appointment. You could have just as easily put it off till tomorrow. Was it really so urgent that you absolutely had to go see the doctor today?
Not that it's any of your business, but yes, it is. My back is itchy and I need to get a new tube of cream for it. His receptionist said that he only had openings today, tomorrow, and the day after that.
Then why didn't you just choose either of the next few days?
And simply deal with having my back itchy another day or two?
You have been going to the doctor for this itch on your back for months now. When is it ever going to heal?
Well, that's what I'd like to know. If that worthless doctor would give me some decent medicine, then I'd have been cured by now.
Maria, I'm sorry about your back, but we are in the middle of the funeral. I can't take you today. You'll have to call a taxi or something.
I don't know why I ever thought I could rely on you in the first place. You cause nothing but trouble for me and everyone else around you.
What? What are you talking about?
I remember hearing from Taylor about a tragic incident in your early childhood. You lost both your father and your younger brother in a car accident, right?
What could that possibly have to do with this conversation?
You're cursed, Sonny. Or perhaps it's more accurate to say you are a curse. People who are close to you die one after another. First your father and brother, and now your son. And as God is my witness, if your curse gets my son killed, I will have you burned at the stake, you witch!
I can't handle this today. You're not being serious, are you?
There's only one other possible explanation for the astronomical death rate of your loved ones. You're knocking them off one by one to get their life insurance benefits. Oh, how dreadful. Were you really willing to kill your own family members for money? I should call the police and have them investigate your son's death as well.
Maria, if this is some kind of joke, then you need to knock it off right now. You don't need to experience the death of your child to know how hurtful the things you're saying are. All you need is to have a human heart.
Well, I never. Are you trying to say that I'm not human? How utterly scandalous. Back in my day, girls who treated their mother-in-law like you were dealt with much more harshly. When that silly funeral is finally finished, the next thing you need to do is give my poor son a divorce.
I cannot deal with this today.
Also, I've been meaning to talk to you about your son's life insurance benefits. You are not to do anything with that money. Wire it into my account the very instant that you receive it. Do I make myself clear?
No, not at all. What is the matter with you? You want me to give you the money we'll get from my son's life insurance policy?
It's simple. You claim that you're innocent in your son's death and didn't orchestrate this to get your hands on his insurance benefits, right? If that's true, then you should have no problem at all with me holding on to the money for you. This is the only way I can think of for you to prove your innocence. If I'm holding on to your son's money and something happens to me, then we'll know that you were responsible.
What do you think you are, some kind of ace detective? If I have to deal with you anymore, I think it's going to give me an aneurysm.
Don't get my hopes up. Besides, if you keep me waiting any longer, I'm going to die of boredom. Get out of the church, get in your car, and drive over here this instant.
You know what, Maria? Okay. You want me to come? I'll come. We'll be right over.
It's about time you shut your mouth and did what you were told. Merciful heavens, the things a woman has to do to get a ride these days. Ignore the speed limits and get down here as fast as you possibly can. Ignore the stop signs, too. Well, your personality is just as ugly as your face, isn't it, Sonny? What do you think you're doing? I told you to come and take me to the doctor. I didn't tell you to bring all of my relatives along with you. Why did they all come? Don't tell me they were all at your stupid funeral.
Is that a serious question? Of course they were. Why would you even need to ask? It seems like if you had talked to any of them, they would have told you about it. Oh wait, that's right. No one's talking to you lately, so you wouldn't have any way of knowing.
Excuse me? I don't like your tone. I've been busy recovering from the pain and itchiness in my back, and they just didn't want to bother me. Someone with as little common decency as you may not know this, but it's polite to be considerate of the needs of sick people. Even still, I have to admit I was surprised to see them all together with you.
Are you serious? You think they didn't want to bother you? You've got that completely backwards, Maria. They didn't want you to bother them. Don't you get that? Every single member of your family is sick and tired of your antics.
What is it with all of you? I was sitting here waiting for you to come and take me to the doctor, and then just when I thought you were finally here, one by one all of my relatives file into the house and tell me they never want to speak to me again. This is your fault. You couldn't just shut your big fat mouth and come quietly, and now they all think somehow I'm in the wrong? You are terrible, Sonny, absolutely terrible.
No, your behavior lately is what's terrible. So just so you know, you got off easy today. Everyone was anxious to get back to the funeral as soon as possible, but your husband says there will be another family conference in the near future, and that one will be much longer. I hope you're prepared for that.
What is wrong with that old fool? He told me he doesn't want me in the house. I have to get a room at a hotel tonight. What did you say to him? Or do to him? Is that what this is? Have you been giving my husband any favors?
That is an absolutely disgusting allegation, especially coming from you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, that can wait for another day. For today, just know that I don't intend to ever include you in our lives ever again. Honestly, it was quite a relief when I spoke to everyone at the funeral. Their reaction showed me that you're the only person like you in your family.
I knew you were a curse. Everyone thinks I'm some kind of villain because of you. All over something so stupid as a funeral for some little boy. Why are they making such a big deal out of this? It doesn't matter. I'll just have to find some way to get my fool of a husband to see reason.
It seems to me like you're still not quite aware of how much trouble you're in. Oh well, it's none of my business anymore. Whatever happens to you from now on is your problem.
If you think I'm in any real trouble, you've got another thing coming. I'll make that man come to his senses. Once he cools off, he'll see that you are the one who's out of line. And when that happens, you will never be welcome in our home again. And I'm going to have a talk with Taylor about you, too. When I'm through with him, he'll divorce you for sure.
Whatever you say, Maria.
That woman has some kind of evil spell on you, Taylor. She's a curse upon you and upon this entire family. Just look what she's done to me today. She's trying to ruin my life. Divorce her. Do it immediately.
Mom, after everything that's happened today, you're still going to pretend that you've done nothing wrong?
I don't have to pretend. I'm the victim here.
Would you just admit it already? My God, Mom, I thought that when the entire family came to the house, that would be enough for you to finally understand. I guess that makes me an idiot for holding out hope for you.
What is wrong with you? This isn't a recent development either. Ever since that boy was born, you've been using him as an excuse to disrespect me. Your wife spends all her time at home to take care of him, and she's always shirking off on her commitments to me. And you're always buying that boy this or that, but when was the last time you've bought me a present? I've done so much, sacrificed so much in my life for you. You have money to pay for toys and doctors, but not for a present for your mother every once in a while?
Are you listening to yourself? Money, 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 you. It's like all you think about is money and yourself. Oh, and that reminds me, Sonny told me about your little proposal for our son's life insurance money. You have gone completely insane. You call yourself a mother?
You call yourself a son? I don't want to hear any talk like that from someone who has failed as a son and as a parent. Just when I thought you had finally given me a grandson, he goes and catches some disease and dies. None of my children died when they were that young.
You're the absolute worst, Mom. I never knew that you had the capacity for such cruelty, such evil. If you're willing to say something like that about your own grandson, I take it that means you have no intent to apologize?
Why should I apologize? I haven't done or said anything worth apologizing for.
Your own father and brother came by today and told you, without mincing words, how furious they were at you, but you still just insulted Sonny and blamed it all on her.
All I did was tell the simple truth. That girl is cursed, I tell you.
I'm at a loss for words, Mom. You're sick. You're just plain sick. That's all I can say about you.
Shut your insolent mouth, boy! I am your mother! How dare you talk to me that way? That vile woman has completely corrupted you. I don't need any son who would take his wife's side over his mother's. Never speak to me again!
That's just fine by me.
Sonny, where are you right now? I need you to pick me up. My husband is still angry with me. That fool says he's kicking me out of the house. So I'll need to live with you until he calms down. You can clean out a room in your house for me after you pick me up. I'll wait in your living room while you work.
I wondered who it was blowing up my phone with missed calls. Maria, you told me yesterday that you never wanted to see my face again. Did you already forget about that?
I take it back. My husband is going to get a lawyer and divorce me, so I'll need money to pay for my own lawyer as well as a place to live while I talk him out of it.
Uh-huh. And you think we're going to help you with that? You've been nothing but terrible to us, even since before my son's passing. What reason do we have to save you from the mess you've made for yourself?
I am the woman who gave birth to your husband, your mother-in-law. That should be all the reason you need.
Your husband is divorcing you and your family's cutting you off. We never want to speak to you again.
That's not an option for you. You are duty-bound to give me all the support I require of you.
You're welcome to believe that if you'd like, but it's not going to change how we feel. Also, we're moving today, and once we do that, you'll never be able to find us.
What? How ridiculous. Where are you now?
On our way to our apartment where we'll live until our new house is ready. We only lived at our old house because our son's condition required us to be close to his doctors. If we stay there now, it would only be too painful for us.
Oh, well, that's perfect then. With your son gone, there will be plenty of room for me at your new house. You can take care of me to soothe the pain of losing your son.
Do you actually think you can replace our son?
Get help, Maria. Excuse me. I am your mother-in-law, you insolent little girl, and you will not speak to me that way.
You're not my mother-in-law anymore, you senile old hag. My God in heaven, we have tried every way possible to get you to understand that it's over between us, but I guess I have to be even more explicit. You are completely useless as a human being. You haven't worked a day in your life since marrying your husband, but despite all your years of being a housewife, you're still a lousy housekeeper and an even worse cook. There is nothing, absolutely nothing to gain from having you around. We do not need you or want you in our lives at all, much less in our home.
Sonny, what's the matter? You don't usually talk like this. Are you feeling a bit tired?
Am I tired? Well, let's see. I just lost my son about a week ago after a long fight with a serious health condition. I had to pack up all his old toys and clothes, arrange a funeral, bury him, and then get ready to move all in 1 week. At the same time, I've had to deal with these self-centered, narcissistic ramblings of my postmenopausal menace of a mother-in-law. I can't handle it anymore. You're a pathetic old woman who's too stupid to realize that everyone around her hates her. And you still have the gall to beg for money from your own son. Aren't you humiliated? Oh no, of course you're not humiliated. You have no shame whatsoever.
Sonny, dear, let's calm down, all right? We may have had some conflicts in the past, but can't we put that all behind us? I know, let's have tea and talk things over. I'll get a taxi and head right over to your house. Could you be a dear and give me your address?
I will never tell you our address. We moved specifically to avoid you. Don't you get that?
Please, Sonny, don't be that way. I am in deep, deep trouble. At this rate, I may even have to get a job to support myself. But I've never done anything but be a housewife.
Be a bad housewife, that is. Plus, you've made me do all your housework for you lately. Oh, but you always make sure I leave before your husband gets home so you can take the credit. Even if you're not pretending your back hurts, you still just sit there and watch me work until you leave to go to your massage parlor.
Wait, massage parlor?
Yes, that massage parlor. The one with all those young men offering their special services at the end of the massage. Ugh, I wanted to avoid this conversation. The mental picture makes me sick.
Wait, you knew about that?
Yes, Maria, I heard all about it from your husband. I really wish you could have seen the look on his face when he talked to me about what you were doing there. Do you know how humiliating it is to tell your daughter-in-law that your wife is fooling around with men younger than her son?
I don't believe it. Oh, that jerk! He had no right to tell you about that. Why would he do this to me?
Hold it right there, Maria. He did not do anything but come to me for help with what you were doing to him. He needed to get hard evidence of what you were doing, so he had me contact a friend of mine who works for a private detective.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes, we have everything we need.
But how did he know? I told him I was getting massages, but for all he knew, it was just part of my physical therapy.
Physical therapy is covered by insurance, which you don't use. I mean, why would you need a couple $100 in cash every time you go to physical therapy? It didn't make sense, so he figured there must be something else going on there. We even identified your preferred masseur, too. He's a very skilled businessman, it seems. He specializes in providing his services to older women with money to burn that most of the other masseurs would be too grossed out by. What an amoral scumbag. And you liked that guy?
This is a personal matter between me and my husband. You don't need to get any more involved than you already have. Really, you shouldn't have gotten involved in the first place.
Yeah, well, you're too late for that. You're the one who got me involved by using me as a cover for you to cheat on your husband.
Why is this happening? I never thought he would find out. I thought my cover story was flawless.
Are you joking? You were always going to get caught eventually. No one, not even someone your age, needs to go to the doctor as much as you claim to. I mean, you even tried to sell him on the idea that you were staying at the doctor's office overnight for observation a few times a month. That's something they do for cancer patients or people with serious illnesses. You, however, by all appearances, are perfectly healthy. None of your story added up.
But he never asked questions. I had no idea he was on to me.
You know what I think your biggest mistake was? Assuming that your husband was as stupid as you are. If you were planning on cheating on your husband, you should have married someone on your level.
Stop adding insult to injury. I'm already getting kicked out of my house. So what if I cheated on my husband? Plenty of people have affairs these days. You're treating me like I'm some sort of degenerate monster.
Oh, but I haven't even gotten to the best part, Maria. I told you I know everything. Do you have any more confessions to make?
I have no idea what you could possibly be referring to.
I see. Well, then allow me to continue. When your husband started limiting your access to his bank account, you ran out of money to spend on your masseur. So what did you do, Maria?
No, you can't mean. Oh, it's impossible. No one knew about that, not even Taylor.
Sounds like you did have another confession to make. That's right, I know you stole Taylor's money. When his grandparents died, they left a sizable amount of money for him. You put all that in a savings account and decided to hold it for him until he turned 18. Did you, though?
I told you nobody but me knew about that money. I thought that if he didn't know about it, what harm is there?
That's a no, then. You kept it all for yourself, and once you ran out of your husband's money, you started using Taylor's money. How much is left, Maria?
Sonny, I'm so sorry.
How much, Maria?
Please don't tell Taylor about this.
How much?
Nothing.
I thought so. And by the way, I already told Taylor about it. He was shocked to find out that you had stolen money of his that he didn't even know existed. Now he has every legal right to sue you for the return of all that money since the account was in his name. But he decided he'd rather just be rid of you. He makes plenty of money anyway.
Sonny, I swear to you, I will never go to that massage parlor again. I'll turn my life around. But, there's just no way I can make it on my own right now. All I need is a room. You don't even need to cook for me. Then the very second I'm able to move into my own place, I will. I'll never talk to you. You'll never even have to look at me.
Give it up. I will never, under any circumstances, allow you into my house. You cause nothing but trouble for me and everyone else around you.
Please don't talk like that.
What's the matter, Maria? Can't take your own medicine? That's exactly what you said to me a few days ago.
I'm sorry. I said horrible things to you, unforgivable things. I don't blame you for hating me. I can even understand why you would be turning me down like this. But if nothing else, could you please talk to Taylor for me? He won't answer my calls. Tell him his mother wants to speak with him.
You stole money that was rightfully his to pay a man younger than him to sleep with you. Do you honestly think he wants to speak to you after that? You make me sick. Go to hell, Maria. I won't let you be a curse on my family any longer. I joined Taylor in blocking her after that, so we never heard from her again. We were curious, however, so we asked Taylor's dad about what happened to her after that. He divorced her, obviously, but Maria put up quite a fight. She did nothing but cry and beg through all the divorce proceedings, but he didn't relent. She was forced to get a job in order to pay him back for all the money she spent on her side man. Speaking of him, once she ran out of money, he obviously stopped providing his services, which was rather difficult for her to handle. I guess right now she's living alone in a cheap apartment, doing little else but work. As for me and my husband, we started working for a charity that helps children with the same disease that our son had. It's incredibly fulfilling work and the best way that we can think of to honor our son's memory. Jack, where are you? The wedding is about to start.
Sorry, something urgent came up. Let's postpone.
What do you mean?
I said something urgent came up.
That's not a proper explanation. Please tell me why.
Man, what a bother. Someone important had an accident. I'm going to see them.
Is it that serious?
Well, the injury isn't bad, but...
Wait, who is this important person?
Fine, it's my ex-girlfriend.
Are you prioritizing your ex over our wedding?
Of course, she's way prettier than you anyway.
Jack, is that really you?
Oh, Mom just told me to act nice. I've tricked many women like this. It's easy to manipulate ugly girls like you.
I can't believe this.
Don't act like a victim. It's your fault for being fooled.
So your mother's involved too?
Yeah, she's the one who told me to marry an ugly girl like you. No idea why.
Jack, this is unbelievable. We've been together for 2 years. Was it all a lie?
Pretty much. It's not like I actually enjoyed spending time with you.
But what about all those moments we shared? The trips, the dinners, the plans we made?
All part of the act. You really are naive, aren't you?
I can't process this. Why would you go through all this trouble?
Money, of course. What else?
So you never loved me?
Love? Don't make me laugh. It was all business.
I feel sick. How could you do this?
Oh, stop being so dramatic. It happens all the time.
Not to me, it doesn't. I trusted you, Jack.
Well, that was your first mistake.
And the last one I'll make with you. The wedding is off.
Fine by me. I'm already on my way to see my ex anyway.
You're despicable. I hope she sees right through you.
Unlike you, she's not an idiot. She knows how the game is played.
This isn't a game, Jack. These are people's lives and emotions.
Whatever. I don't have time for your moral lecture.
You'll regret this, Jack. Mark my words.
Yeah. Goodbye, Sarah. It's been profitable.
You're going to pay for this, Jack. One way or another.
I'd like to see you try. You're nothing without me.
We'll see about that. Goodbye, Jack. What have you done? You've ruined everything.
What? I don't want to marry that ugly girl anyway.
You idiot! She is the daughter of our company's biggest client. We were planning to take over their company.
What? Why didn't you tell me that before?
Because you can't keep your mouth shut. Now look what you've done.
It's not my fault. You're the one who told me to go after ugly girls.
I told you to go after rich girls, not necessarily ugly ones.
Well, how was I supposed to know Sarah was rich? She doesn't act like it.
That's because she's not a spoiled brat like you. She actually has class.
Oh, now you're defending her?
I am defending our future, you moron. Do you have any idea how much money we just lost?
We can find another rich girl. It's not that hard.
It's not just about finding a rich girl. It's about strategic alliances.
Whatever. I'm sure you can figure something out.
Me? Oh, this is your mess, Jack. You're going to fix it.
How am I supposed to do that? Sarah won't take me back now.
You better think of something, or you can kiss your inheritance goodbye.
You wouldn't dare.
Try me. Now get out of my sight before I do something I'll regret.
Fine, but don't think this is over. Long time no see, Sarah.
Mike, why are you calling?
I heard about your wedding, but I need to tell you something about your fiancé.
Actually, I just found out. He's horrible.
I'm sorry. I should have told you sooner.
It's not your fault. I'm going to sue him for damages.
Is that all? Are you really satisfied with just that?
What do you mean?
I have an idea. Can you hold off on the lawsuit for now?
Why would I do that? He deserves to pay for what he's done.
I agree, but I think we can do better than just a lawsuit.
I'm listening.
What if we could take everything from him? His money, his company, his reputation.
That sounds extreme. How would we even do that?
I have connections. I could pose as a consultant, gain their trust, and then...
And then what?
And then we take it all. Legally, of course.
I don't know, Mike. This sounds risky.
Riskier than marrying a con man?
Fair point, but why would you do this for me?
Because you deserve better, Sarah. And because Jack needs to learn a lesson.
You're not still,
In love with you? No, this isn't about that. It's about justice.
I see. And you're sure this will work?
With your help, absolutely. What do you say?
I need to think about it.
Of course, take your time. But remember, the longer we wait, the more time Jack has to cover his tracks.
You're right. Okay, let's do it. What's the first step?
First, we need to gather information. Can you tell me everything you know about Jack's company?
I'll do you one better. I have access to some of his financial records.
Perfect. Send them to me and I'll start analyzing them.
Okay. And, Mike?
Yes?
Thank you for doing this.
Don't thank me yet. We've got a long road ahead of us. Mom, that consultant you hired is amazing. The company is doing great now.
I know, right? Oh, if only I were younger. I'm glad things are going well. You really missed out on becoming part of our family. Oh, I think I dodged a bullet, actually.
Oh, come on, Sarah. Don't be like that. We had some good times, didn't we?
I thought we did, but now I'm not so sure. Water under the bridge, dear. Look at how well we're doing now. Yes, I can see that. Your new consultant seems to be working miracles.
He sure is. I've never seen numbers like these before.
That's great. I'm happy for you.
You know, Sarah, maybe we could,
Don't even think about it, Jack. Now, let's not be hasty. Perhaps we could discuss a business arrangement? I don't think that would be appropriate.
Why not? It's just business after all.
Is that what you call what you did to me? Just business?
Come on, Sarah, don't be so sensitive.
I'm not being sensitive, I'm being sensible. Something you two should try sometime. Well, there's no need for hostility, dear. We're all adults here. Exactly, which is why I'm leaving now. Goodbye.
Sarah, wait!
What is it, Jack?
I'm sorry for everything.
Are you really? Or are you just sorry you got caught?
Does it matter? I'm trying to apologize here.
It matters to me, Jack, but I don't think you'll ever understand why. Let her go, Jack. We don't need her anymore anyway. And that right there is why your apology means nothing, Jack. Goodbye.
That consultant took everything! The company, our assets, everything!
That's terrible.
This is your fault. You introduced him!
Weren't you planning to take over my company too? Consider it a business strategy.
That's different.
How is it different, Jack? Explain it to me.
We had a plan! This wasn't supposed to happen!
Plans change, Jack. Isn't that what you told me when you called off our wedding?
This isn't the same thing! We've lost everything!
And how do you think I felt when I lost everything I thought we had?
No, don't start with the emotional stuff again!
It's not just emotional, Jack. It's ethical, moral, and yes, legal.
Legal? What are you talking about?
By the way, I'm suing you for damages from the broken engagement and wedding cancellation.
What? I've lost everything already!
That's your problem. Oh, and remember what you said? It's your fault for being fooled, stupid.
You can't do this to me.
I'm not doing anything to you, Jack. I'm simply holding you accountable for your actions.
But I have nothing left!
Then I guess you'll have to work to pay off your debts. Welcome to the real world, Jack.
This isn't fair!
Fair? Was it fair when you lied to me for 2 years? Was it fair when you called me ugly and stupid?
I didn't mean those things!
Yes, you did. And now you're facing the consequences.
Please, Sarah, can't we work something out?
We could have, Jack, if you had been honest from the start, but it's too late now.
What am I supposed to do?
That's not my problem anymore. Goodbye, Jack.
Sarah, wait!
What is it now?
I really am sorry for everything.
I wish I could believe you, Jack, but even if it's true, it doesn't change anything.
There has to be something I can do.
There is. You can learn from this, become a better person, and never treat anyone the way you treated me again.
And if I do?
Then maybe, just maybe, you'll find some peace. But not with me. Never with me.
I understand. I'll try.
Good luck, Jack. You're going to need it.
This is all your fault, Mom. If you hadn't pushed me to marry Sarah.
My fault? You're the one who couldn't keep your mouth shut.
You raised me to be this way. You can't blame me now.
I raised you to be successful, not a failure.
Well, congratulations. Look how successful we are now.
Don't you dare take that tone with me, young man.
Or what? You'll cut off my allowance? Newsflash, we don't have any money left.
That's not how I raised you to behave.
No, you raised me to lie, cheat, and steal. How's that working out for us?
I never told you to get caught.
Oh, so it's okay as long as we don't get caught? Is that your moral compass?
Don't talk to me about morals. You're the one who ruined everything.
We both ruined everything, and now we're paying for it.
I can't believe this is my life now, living in this hovel.
Welcome to the real world, Mom. It's not so fun when you're on the other side, is it?
We need to find a way out of this. There has to be someone we can contact.
Haven't you learned anything? That's what got us here in the first place.
Well, what do you suggest we do? Get honest jobs?
Maybe we should. It's not like we have any other options.
I am not flipping burgers at my age.
Then I guess we'll just starve. Is that what you want?
Of course not, but there has to be another way.
There isn't. We've burned all our bridges. Nobody trusts us anymore.
This is not how it was supposed to end up.
No, it's not, but it's what we deserve.
I never thought I'd hear you say that.
Yeah, well, losing everything tends to change your perspective.
So what do we do now?
We start over. From the bottom. It's the only way.
I don't know if I can do that.
We don't have a choice. It's either that or, well, you know.
I suppose you're right. I just never thought it would come to this.
Neither did I, but here we are.
Do you think we'll ever recover from this?
Honestly, I don't know, but we have to try.
For what it's worth, I am sorry for everything.
Me too, Mom. Me too.
I can't believe it's finally over.
You did it, Sarah! You stood up for yourself and got justice!
We did it. I couldn't have done it without you, Mike.
You're stronger than you give yourself credit for.
Maybe, but your support meant everything.
So what's next for you?
I'm not sure. For the first time in a long time, I feel free.
That's a good feeling.
It is, but also a little scary.
How so?
I've been so focused on Jack and this whole mess for so long, I'm not sure who I am without it.
You're Sarah! Smart, kind, beautiful Sarah!
Mike.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
You didn't. It's just, I'm not ready for anything right now.
I understand. That's not why I helped you, you know.
I know, and I appreciate that.
So, friends?
Definitely friends. Good friends.
I can live with that.
Thank you, Mike, for everything.
Anytime, Sarah, anytime.
Do you think they'll ever change, Jack and his mother?
People can change, but they have to want to, and they have a long way to go.
I almost feel sorry for them. Almost.
They made their choices. Now they have to live with the consequences.
You're right. I just hope they learn something from this.
Only time will tell, but that's not your concern anymore.
You're right. It's time to focus on my future.
And what does that future look like?
I'm not sure yet, but for the first time in a long time, I'm excited to find out.
That's the spirit. To new beginnings?
To new beginnings, and to karma.
Cheers to that.
Sarah and Mike remained good friends, and Sarah focused on her life happiness. Jack and his mother ended up in poverty, living in a run-down apartment and struggling to make ends meet. Jack learned from his errors and thought it best to pursue an honest working life. However, his relationship with his mother remained strained. When his debts were at least paid off, Jack hoped to start a small business, perhaps without his mother's guidance.
I just want to make one thing perfectly clear. My brother and the rest of my family might think you're Little Miss Perfect, but I know better. You tricked my brother into proposing to you. There's no other way he'd even think about marrying someone like you. So I will never accept you as a family member, and I will do everything in my power to stop this wedding from happening. Allison, I really wish you would give me a chance. We just met. And that was more than enough for me to see you for what you really are. I understand that you have a very strong attachment to your brother. That's a good thing. I totally love that you guys have such a good relationship. Your brother has decided that he wants to marry me. And Allison, if you really love your brother and want him to be happy, then you would accept your brother's choice. Don't talk to me like you know Rich. You've only known him for a year. I've known him my entire life. And that's why I can say for sure that he would never marry you. You must be lying to him about something, and I'm gonna figure out what it is. However, I could be convinced to overlook your deception. If you're willing to put in the work, I'll even allow you to marry Rich. What do you say, Leah? Interested? I don't think you're in any position to allow me to marry him. But if there's something I can do that would get you to accept our relationship, I'm willing to give it a try. What is it, Allison? You must agree to do whatever I say, whenever I say. I'm your boss, you're my slave. I own you. What? You want to marry Rich, right? Well, that's how this works. That is most assuredly not how it works. It is for this family. I'm his little sister, so what I say goes. Now, your first task. Go to the mall and buy me a Chanel handbag. Those things cost upwards of $5,000. That's way too expensive. Plus, we have our wedding coming up, so we're pretty cash-strapped at the moment. I don't remember asking about your financial situation. That's your problem. You want me to let you marry Rich without incident? Then pay up. You said you would do anything I asked, didn't you? No, I didn't. I told you I'd be willing to make an effort to improve our relationship. That doesn't include buying you a $5,000 handbag. Unbelievable. You aren't even willing to put in the bare minimum effort in order to marry Rich. I guess we learned how much you really care about him, huh? You don't even love him enough to shell out a lousy $5,000. Well, that settles it. Break up with Rich right now. Do it by text if you have to. Why should I? We can do it the hard way if you want. And what's that? I'll go to my dad. And what is he gonna do about it? Once he learns that you're cheating on Rich, I think his feelings about your relationship will change. I'm not cheating on Rich. But my dad doesn't know that. If I tell him, he will definitely believe me. You have got to be kidding me. Are you actually threatening to lie to your parents to get them to object to our marriage? There's no way they'd believe such a salacious accusation from you. You think they trust you over their own daughter? That's a laugh. Just give it up already, Leah. You have to know that you would never have fit in this family anyway. You'll save yourself a ton of shame and humiliation in the long term if you break up with him now. What do you mean I won't fit in? Is this about your parents' careers? I know your dad runs one of the biggest companies in the area, and your mom is a pretty famous artist in the region. I knew what I was getting into when I accepted Rich's proposal, so you're not going to scare me out of this. If you really knew, you would have disappeared a long time ago. I know that you never went to college. Not in the US, no. Exactly. You're just a gold digger after Rich's inheritance. You want money? Do it the way you've always earned it. Go put on a tight dress and stand on a street corner. Allison, how dare you? I have never had anyone speak to me that way before. That's it. I'm ending this conversation right now. I don't care if you are my fiance's sister. I will not stand for that kind of talk. Do you get it now, Leah? Huh? Do you? You should have listened to me before. I tried to warn you about what was going to happen. You just slapped me in the face 5 times because I wouldn't buy you a Chanel handbag? What is the matter with you, Allison? That's what you get for not respecting your fiancé's family. All of this could have been avoided if you had simply obeyed my very simple instructions. And now you're texting me as though you're proud of yourself for what you did. In case you didn't notice, every single person in the room was appalled at you. The whole room went silent. They just wanted to be able to hear every word of what I was saying to you. I was dropping truth bombs left and right. You were dropping defamation bombs? You started rattling off all sorts of false accusations of me being a prostitute, cheating on Rich, stripping? You basically accused me of everything but murder. You don't have any idea how many crimes you've committed just now, do you? Crimes? What crime? The crimes everyone saw you committing? We have dozens of witnesses, Allison. Everyone had their eyes on me. Since you know, I was the bride making my entrance into the chapel. And just so you're aware, I will 100% be filing a police report about this. What? You're gonna go and tattle on me to the cops? Oh, grow up. Don't be such a baby. Nothing I did was a crime, much less anything worth calling the police over. So there's the answer to my question. You don't understand the amount of legal trouble you're in. You ruined this wedding. You hit me so many times that the entire left side of my face is red and swollen. There's not enough makeup in the world to cover this up. Couple that with how disturbed the guests were when you accused me of cheating on Rich, and we had no choice but to send everyone home. The wedding is canceled. Congratulations. Yes. Serves you right. Let's get one thing straight, though. I didn't ruin your wedding. You did it to yourself. Go ahead and laugh while you can, Allison. I'm not the only person who's angry with you right now. Honestly, I'm not even the angriest person in the room. Your dad, however, is another story entirely. And he's looking for you. I know you hightailed it out of the chapel after you slapped me, but where are you now? Actually, it doesn't matter. Just get back here immediately. My dad's mad at me? That's weird. He's never been mad at me before. Why would he be mad now? All I did was protect my big brother from a life of suffering and misery. You're such an idiot. Hey, I am not. Your dad was the one who told me to call the cops on you. What? So, you know what? You actually don't need to come back here. The police will go out looking for you shortly, and they will find you sooner or later. Wait a second. He sent me a ton of messages in the last few minutes. Oh no. This is bad. Really bad. He's telling me to apologize? That can't be. He's never made me apologize for anything. He always takes my side. You did this, didn't you? Did what exactly? The same thing you did to Rich. You tricked him into getting mad at me. No, I didn't, you moron. He's doing what any normal, moral person would do in this situation. You assaulted me in front of all his business associates, friends, and family. Shut up. I need to think. Okay, I can fix this. First things first. You are not allowed to call the police. Just like you wouldn't allow me to marry Rich? Yeah, exactly. Slapping you like that must have gotten something out of my system. I feel way better now. So, I'll be the bigger person here and allow you to marry Rich after all. Oh, aren't you gracious? I know, right? Okay, so since we're gonna be a family now, that means you can't call the cops on me. Says who? Says me, your little sister. You wouldn't call the police on your own little sister, would you? How, Allison? How can you still not understand how screwed you are? You have no allies anymore. No one is on your side. Not even your precious brother, who says he never wants to speak to you again, by the way. Liar. Liar, liar, liar. You're lying. I know you are. My brother loves me more than anyone else in this entire world. Even more than you. There is nothing that could ever break our sibling bond. Ask him about it yourself if you're so confident. Think about it though. You assaulted your brother's wife at his wedding, ultimately leading to it getting canceled. How did you expect that to go for you? Did you think he wouldn't care? Not really, no. Yeah, I should have expected you'd say that. God, you're stupid. Well, he cares. And he's very, very angry at you. Come on. Why is everyone blaming me for this? It's all your fault. Whatever. Screw all of you. Hitting you in front of everyone like that felt great. And nothing is going to change once you get married. If you ever disobey my orders again, there's plenty more where that came from. I am Rich's only little sister, and little sisters always rank higher than wives. He'll get over this eventually. He wants me to tell you that he's never going to get over it. Also that he's disowning you as his sister. No, he didn't. He says, quote, "No sister of mine would ever hurt the woman I love like you did." By the way, you should see his face right now. I have never seen him like this before. His face is even redder than mine was where you slapped me. And his eyes, yikes. They look like they could shoot out fire any second now. That's not true. You're making it all up. You're so done for, Allison. Seriously, stop it. You're starting to scare me. But I still know you're lying. My brother will love me forever, no matter what I do to you. He would never say something like that to me. So stop telling me such dumb, scary lies. For the love of God, Allison, would you grow the hell up? Whatever. It's no skin off my nose. Go ahead and think I'm lying if you want. Reality always reasserts itself in the end. In your case, I imagine it will start reasserting itself very, very soon. I'm done talking to you. Who do you think you are, really? I don't have to listen to you. You're not even part of the family. You're not one of us, and you never will be. I'm glad your stupid wedding got canceled. Now, break up with Rich and give him back to me. Never speak to him again. I won't be taking any orders from you, Allison. You might be deluded enough to think that you've won today, but let me assure you, you have not. You will regret this.
Good morning, Leah. How are you feeling today?
A little sore, but better.
I'm glad you're doing better. Anyway, I am so sorry about what happened yesterday. I want you to know we took care of Allison. She's been kicked out of the house, but that's only the beginning of the punishment she has in store for her.
You don't have to apologize to me, Rich. It's not your fault. I'll bet it wasn't very easy for you guys to deal with your own flesh and blood like that. So, what all happened after you went home? Did you get a chance to talk things over with her?
Talk? Yeah, a lot of things happened yesterday, but there wasn't much talking going on.
Uh-oh. Well, let's hear it.
I have never seen my parents so mad in my entire life. They started laying into her as soon as they walked in the house. Allison got scared, ran off to her room, and locked the door behind her. Then she just started shouting nonsense in between my dad pounding on the door. Like, it's not my fault. She stole my brother from me. She's the one you should be mad at.
Jeez, talk about playing the victim.
After that went on for a while, my parents had enough. My dad kicked the door open and physically dragged Allison out into the living room.
Wow, your dad's a big guy. I'd be terrified to be on the receiving end of that.
Then he started giving her the lecture of a lifetime. Actually, it might have literally been the first lecture of her lifetime. They spoiled her so badly. Whenever we got into trouble, my parents would always get mad at me instead of her, even when it was something she did. They'd tell me I should have stopped her.
That must have been hard.
Well, I certainly wasn't a fan of the disparate treatment, but she was my little sister. I thought that I had a duty to stick up for her and protect her, even if that means protecting her from my parents. Honestly, ever since the wedding yesterday, I've been thinking I'm sort of responsible for making her this way.
Oh, Rich, you don't need to feel responsible at all. Your parents should have been more fair in their discipline. That's not your fault. It's admirable that you wanted to protect your sister. What Allison did, however, was twist your brotherly love for her into thinking that she could get away with anything. At any rate, she's an adult now and should know better. But in my entire conversation yesterday, she never once took responsibility for anything that she did. I can't imagine it was any different at your house, was it?
No, she was mostly just blaming us for not seeing what a monster you supposedly were.
How pathetic. So, your parents really never disciplined her? What about you, though?
Oh, they were super strict with me about everything. One time I bumped into a person at the supermarket and they made me run after them to apologize. Every time I stepped one toe out of line, they were right there to push me back in line.
Well, that explains a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah, because of your parents' strict treatment of you, you learned the difference between right and wrong. You became a responsible, upstanding, hardworking man. Meanwhile, Allison learned all the wrong lessons. She saw the way they got after you all the time, but never her, and thought that meant she could do no wrong.
Well, I guess that does make a lot of sense when I think about it.
Like I said, it's a parenting problem, yeah, but it's still primarily her responsibility. She could have easily seen you as an example of how to behave, but instead she focused on never getting personally punished. She had the chance to learn, but didn't take it, and that's on her. And the result is that your parents now have to make up for all the scolding they never did before.
And boy, is my dad making up for it. Dad's gone out of his way to let her off easy until now, but not this time. I can tell that Mom's not too thrilled about having to punish her so harshly, but she's not stopping Dad. That must mean she agrees with him. So, long story short, everyone is on our side.
That's good to know. You said kicking her out was just the start. What else does your dad have in store for her?
Well, the next step is professional punishment. I told you that Dad gave her a job at his company, right?
Yeah, but she was mostly blowing it off.
Yeah, you can say that again. She's caused him nothing but trouble. He had to pay another person a full-time salary to clean up her messes. But that's all over too. She's getting fired.
Yikes. Well, I guess the only thing we can do is hope that she learns her lesson from this and turns her life around. You went to college in Japan? I said I never went to college in the US. I didn't say anything about any other country. Why weren't you more specific? Why are you contacting me? I thought we were very clear. We don't want anything to do with you anymore. You didn't block me, though. Doesn't that mean I still have a chance to make amends? No, it means I forgot to block you. A mistake I will now be rectifying. Wait, I'm sorry. I was wrong. I messed up big time. But please, please reconsider what you're doing. Ah, so that's what this is about. You're talking about your study abroad thing, right? Yeah. Okay, well, you're not going to get anywhere talking to me. My parents were at the wedding too. They saw what you did. And after that, I don't think there's anything you could do to get them to change their minds. They're not going to give you any support anymore, financial or otherwise. But if they withdraw their support, I won't be able to go anymore. I didn't know that the only reason I got accepted was because they pulled some strings for me. Look, I know your parents won't pay for it anymore, but can you? Are you serious? I'll pay you back. Studying abroad looks really good on a resume. I'll study overseas for a while, then come back and absolutely rock the business world. I'll be the biggest thing since Stan Jobs. You mean Steve? Whatever his name was. I'll pay you back with interest once I make something of myself. It'll be the best investment you've ever made. And we're family now, aren't we? Won't you do just this one small act of kindness for your little sister? We are absolutely not family, and we never will be. You ruined our wedding and humiliated me in public. I will never forgive you for that. And for the record, just having experience in a foreign exchange program doesn't mean anything. Sure, if you have some other tangible skills, it might be a bit of a bonus. But you don't have any skills, much less tangible ones. What's tangible mean? My point exactly. You will never make anything of yourself, so I'll never make my money back. I'm not interested in an investment with a minus 100% rate of return. Come on, why not? What am I supposed to do now? I was really looking forward to that foreign exchange program. And now it's gone. Everything is gone. I got kicked out of my house. My brother and parents hate me. Who's gonna help me now? No one! No one will save you, so go and take care of yourself. You were spoiled rotten by your parents, but it's time for you to experience life in the real world. But that's exactly my problem. My dad and mom took care of everything for me. I don't know how to do laundry, cook, pay taxes. I don't even know how to use a credit card. You should have thought about that before slapping me at my wedding. If I had known that you and your family were the ones who got me into that program, I never would have. How did you not know, though? We told you before. You did? When? We've talked about it a bunch of times before. Really? Then why don't I remember it at all? Probably because you were staring at your phone the whole time. Oh. We've come by quite a few times to talk about stuff related to your visa and other stuff, but you always just nodded along and said, okay, cool. Your parents had to take care of everything for you, just like everything else in your life. Well, why didn't you make sure I heard you? Have you ever taken responsibility for anything before, Allison? Anything at all? This is ridiculous, really. You have absolutely no responsibility, humility, or gratitude. That's not my fault. My parents spoiled me. Speaking of your parents, there's something else you might not have known. My parents are wealthy investors. What? Really? I thought you were just some random nobody. Again, my parents came to your house regularly to discuss business matters. Look up from your phone once in a while, you may learn something. Anyway, they also have a rather large stake in your father's company. Is that why my dad got so mad at me? That's a big reason, yeah. If my parents got upset enough, they could simply dump their entire stake in his company. And if that happened, his company's stock value would be cut in half overnight. It would be harder for them to raise funds. They would lose standing in the industry. It would be a total disaster. Wow, I had no idea. This has been a very educational few days for you, hasn't it? You learned all sorts of things. You learned I went to college in Japan, my parents got you into your foreign exchange program and paid for it, and they also invest in your dad's business. Now, would you like to know the one thing that ties all those loose ends together? The story of how Rich and I met. Would you like to hear it, Allison? No way. Yuck. I don't know how you met, and I don't want to know. Too bad. Here goes. So, it just so happened that your brother took a vacation to Japan while I was studying there. One day, though, someone stole his bag with all his IDs and cards in it. I was walking out of a cafe and I saw him looking around all confused and thought I'd ask him what was up. I ended up helping him talk to the police and file a police report, along with helping him get replacements. We talked about the reason he came to Japan, and he said it was a sort of scouting trip for your dad, who was thinking about trying to break into the Japanese market. That's when I realized who he was, and how he and your family were connected to my parents. We got to talking about business, and then we got to talking about our personal lives, and your brother fell madly in love with me. He called off most of the rest of his trip to spend time with me, and eventually we started officially dating. We kept our long-distance relationship while I finished my studies, and then as soon as I graduated, I moved right back here to be with him. Oh my god, who cares? Why are you even telling me this? To rub it in? No, not really. Well, actually, yeah, that's the only reason. Your precious brother is head over heels for me and hates your guts. How's that feel, Allison? This is not the time to be mocking me like this. My life is in ruins thanks to you. I lost my family, my home, my job. Yeah, and you're about to lose a whole lot more. What more could I possibly lose? Aren't you forgetting something? You still owe us for the cost of canceling our wedding, and I'm suing you for defamation. Wait, what for? For lying to the whole wedding about me being a prostitute and cheating on Rich. Oh, that? But wait, you're trying to get money from me, right? Yeah, that typically is the goal of a lawsuit. But how am I supposed to pay you any money if I don't have a job? That's your problem, not mine. But I do suggest you figure out some means of paying us off very quickly. I wouldn't want to have to resort to more drastic measures. Drastic measures? Like what? I have connections like you wouldn't believe, Allison. Connections you wouldn't want to believe. I have ways of making you pay. I'm scared. You should be. Once Allison learned how serious I was, her tune changed immediately. She went right away to her parents' house and practically got on her hands and knees begging them to forgive her. She said she would do anything they wanted if they would just pay off her legal debts for her. And you know what? They agreed. So, with her debts all paid, the next question was, what was the anything her parents would demand of her? The answer? 20 years of hard labor. They sent her to a factory for a subsidiary of her dad's company. It's way out in the sticks. There's not even a gas station for 50 miles in any direction. They have an employee dorm there where she'll be closely monitored 24/7. She's not allowed to leave there until she pays her parents back for every penny. So I think we won't be seeing her for a while. Hopefully, amid the back-breaking labor, she'll have some time to do some much-needed introspection.